All right, I'm up here working out the drains for that new pedestal sink. How do I want to put it? It's going to come down. It just comes down in the wall on the other side of this joist, even though this joist it's a repair from the existing joist. But it's going to end here. This is the toilet up there, right? So the sink plumbing and the base is right here, and the vessel sink's right up there. And this is where the old sink used to tie in. It came right into this like clean out port on this elbow, which is the large sized cast iron. And when I made this repair to the toilet, I looked down in here, just a visual cursory inspection, and it's nice and clear. However, this port wasn't real visible. I just assumed that was because of the angle and what have you. But I just cut this off. It used to run all around over to the old sink. I cut it off as I got into this work, and I just got here today. And it's because this is cast iron, this is soldered in, or it has that kind of joinery. Then it goes to a threaded end into a threaded T. So I'm not going to disturb or mess with any of this right now. Someday this is going to be all different, but I'm just going to thread in here, like I mentioned before, thread to socket weld, and then go over with socket weld PVC all the way up and into the cabinet, and then through the cabinet with all brand new. Everything's going to be new from here to the left. But I didn't realize that this is, for all intents and purposes, barely functional. So from here to there is packed completely solid. This run itself was almost entirely solid. And here's a really gross little, it stood out since I cut that off. It's been a week or more, so it's been out in the open air and it's dried, because I'm sure it would be even grosser if it wasn't. But it was like barely functional. Look at that. Just disgusting. And nobody ever said, hey, the sink's slow. There's just all kinds of, I mean, it's basically never been cleaned since day one. And so I guess what I was getting at here is that now at least I can clean this section out to there, and I know with the next couple of big toilet flushes that stuff will, for the most part, it'll leave. But it does make me worry about the tub, which is from the same time period to this Fernco, and then it was updated to PVC, but this is just a big hack job cluster somebody did here, and so I guess I'm going to twist this off here as well, or the elbow off, or perhaps this elbow off of that elbow, whatever. I'm going to do the same thing here, is convert to PVC earlier and rebuild this, or at least swing it around. I don't think there's any reason for all these cockeyed angles and stuff here, but I'm going to and then clean that out as well. So everything's going to work a lot better here. There's going to be new materials, and we should be in a lot better shape. I have another issue, and since I'm lazy and I don't want to do any video editing, I always roll the camera in one take. So we'll head through the breezeway. This is some free furniture. Well, not free, $25 worth. While we're on the subject on our way through here, this is like my mechanical shop. I got this oak display case with the mirror broken out for free, because they were so disappointed that happened. I got this little like end table dresser thing matched to this giant dresser for with these two end tables, this little mid-century table with the hardwood legs on it, and this upper cabinet. And what was the other thing that I got? Maybe that was it. Anyway, all of this for $25, but that was supposed to be free because it was broken, so, you know, what have you. These two little end tables are beautiful. They're perfect. The finish is perfect. All the hardware works like a charm. It's got super nice dovetail drawers. They're just really nice pieces with mahogany drawer boxes and stuff like that. This is another nice piece. It's got all dovetail drawers, solid wood all the way around, with, you know, this is Drew, whatever that is. Anyway, it's really nice stuff. I don't care for the mousy brown color. It kind of dates it, so I'm just going to warm that up more like this, most likely. This may become a his and her sink base for another apartment with a his and her vanity and his and her matched mirrors and his and her matched light fixtures. This is the only piece that really needs a lot of refinish, which is this is the easiest place to do a refinish is on the top, so no problem there. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but these are the things that are floating around. The lawn needs to get mowed. Rhubarb's in full bloom. But this is the long stair entry to the apartment that I'm renovating. And I'll show you the other drain related issue that I'm working on right now from above. Move the cabinet out for now. Got this back out. Everything needs to be on a center line here. It started with the fixture box that was in the wall already, and I plumbed down and located the faucet on center. The basin sink will be on center, and the cabinet will be on center. So I threw that line out here. And just standing here without that reference, I was kind of imagining the center would be the center of this stud, or whatever you want to call this, since this isn't really a traditionally framed wall. But that I should have known better, because there's no reason for it to be. This is the actual center line. So I need to enter the wall into PVC with the P-trap here, turn and go down in the wall cavity down there. I need that PVC takeoff to be on center, because I can't have the P-trap in that cabinet having to run over to that location. I need the P-trap in that cabinet to come from the sink down and go straight back out the center line of the cabinet, because it has two drawers. It's going to be hard to see. Let me turn the light on here. This was never designed to be a sink base. Now, I did this in my own bathroom. It had two doors, like the cabinet that I have is a dry sink like this, because what you used to have is a pitcher of water and a bowl of water, and you'd pour the water over your hands and wash them here, and it was a dry sink. The one I have in my bathroom has two doors like this, but it has one full width drawer, so when you pull that out, I had to make a notch so that when the drawer was shut, there's room for the sink drain and P-trap and for it to leave. Now, what I'm hoping to achieve here, this is another nice piece of furniture I got for free, in conjunction with another piece. It's all dovetail drawers. I like these old wooden slides, the feel of it, and you just put take a little bar wax and wax them up real good. You'll notice that there is space between the two drawers. This is basically dead space between those two blocks back there. This is dead space in this cabinet. So I'm hoping to be able to come straight out of the bottom of the sink, right into that dead space, swing into the P drain, and right straight back into the wall, and never interrupt the two drawers or take a lot of space and do a bunch of janky turns and stuff in the cavity below, because when you open it for hand towels or whatever, it should just be a pretty chrome P-trap, or as pretty as it can be. So that forces my drain location to be on center, and it forces it into the wood here, and this was always going to be a problem no matter where it lies, but I essentially have to break this loose, remove this, unattach this from the side, and move it out of my way, set up the circular saw to this depth, and cut down through basically everybody here. I'll have to pull that nail out. There's a nail somewhere. There he is. And then cut it off. So this will end here, this one will end over there. There'll be a piece of this left, which is more than enough, and I'll make myself enough room to come into the wall, turn, and go down, and then I can hole saw out here in the wall the opening for the drop, or this stack for the PVC. More friggin' around basically, but that's okay. It's nothing that we can't take care of. I just wanted to cover it all in one video, and we'll have a look at it when we get a lot farther.